Are you wondering if now is a good time to buy or sell a home or piece of property in Lemhi County?
This video is for you. It'll give you all the details you need in order to make an informed decision.
I'm Rachel Ryan.
And I'm Janalee Fowler
with eXp Realty, and we are here in Lemhi County, otherwise known as the heart of Idaho. And if you want to stay informed on everything real estate,
then you need to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and visit us on Facebook and Instagram. Now you can always call or stop by or text us. Our full contact information is actually in the description. You can find that right below the video. Just click on the description.
Let's get right into it. For residential real estate, December 2023, the average sales price of homes was $406,000, which is a 13.5% increase compared to last year at this time, which makes me wonder what changed from last December to this December.
Oh, that's always a fun question to answer. It just really depends on what house is sold.
Correct.
I mean, did we sell a $1 million house and a $200,000 house? Because that average is going to be a lot different than two $300,000 houses.
Correct. As far as months of inventory go, we are currently at 8.3, and the days on the market is 179, which is 14 days longer than November 2023.
Yeah, it's slowly creeping up there.
And you know, what does this really mean compared to November and December of 2022? We went from 6.7 to 10 months inventory, and that's pretty typical with the snow and the winter weather here. I feel like that we saw a lot of offers being written and submitted that were contingent on their house selling, and that totally changes things around here. Also, I think the interest rates were a big factor, and the holiday season always is a big change from November to December.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
We're so busy buying presents and doing all the Christmas parties. Who has time to go shopping for a house?
Priorities are changed. Overall, comparing to last year, we have this cool graph that we want to show you. In 2022, we were consistent with right around 40 listings August through December, while this year, 2023, as you can see, we were much higher this summer, and we showed a steady decline from September to October, November, and then we really dropped off in December.
I think we'll see even further drop off too in January.
I
We did
agree.
have several expire at the end of the year.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see kind of what happens with those, if they hit the market again as a refresh for the spring market, or if sellers decide just to stay in their home.
Just as long as we don't get back to 2021 where we had 3 homes for sale.
Yes, correct. Supply and demand, I want to talk about that in just a little bit. More than half of our current inventory falls under $500,000 right now. It's actually 53% of the market share, which I am so excited about. It's more affordable for most of residents in Lemhi County. So if you're currently in Lemhi County and you're looking to buy, things are looking up, in my opinion, for you. 32% of our market falls between $500,000 and $800,000, and 15% is above $800,000 right now. Other data to note for December residential homes, we had 5 new listings, 3 went under contract at the end of the month, and we had 4 sold listings.
And you know what? That was the same almost exactly as December of 2022, except for we had 1 less go pending.
Which, there again, you know, interest rates did fluctuate and were very different for November, December 22 versus November, December 2023. And we are not quite sure what we're going to see in 2024. So
they're gonna lower. They're gonna lower.
Yes, that's what they keep telling us.
So let's go ahead and talk about land a little bit. Land this year in Lemhi County has been interesting, to say the least. In December, we had an average sales price of $64,000. Now for land, that's actually pretty low, but that was an increase of 55% over December of 2022. So we are seeing prices are increased a little bit, but it's still not moving as fast.
You mentioned something off camera that I think is worth mentioning and speaking about. The size of land parcels that were sold this year compared to last year, completely different. We saw many parcels that were smaller Many that were not even buildable unless you purchase several parcels together, especially in like the Elk Bend area, which is a completely different category in my opinion compared to buying a lot here in town, or 5 to 10 acres up on the bar, or 6 to 10 miles outside of Salmon.
Which, you know what, if I'm remembering right, okay, so that would put the average sales price in that 40,000. I believe right then of last year, that is when that market opened up at the upper bar that had those smaller parcels that were $25,000 each.
Yep.
And so that probably contributed to that low
Correct.
land lot price.
We had several sales, lower, smaller parcels, rather than a big chunk of land. And prior to that, like in 2022, we saw a lot of 6 to 10 acre parcels outside of town selling for over $200,000.
Yep.
So
we haven't seen that much in 2023.
Nope, definitely smaller, chunkier pieces.
So that filters into the next point. Our months of inventory, we have 33 months of inventory on the market right now because in December, we only closed one sale. So that's quite low for land. And so if you only sell one a month and you have an active listing of 33, you have 33 months
We
of
went
inventory.
from like 8.3 months to 33. And I did question you on that. We had to go back and do a double check because it just seemed so off. But that's why we only have that one sale.
And I mean, with land, it's so hard. You can't see the property details. You can't look at certain things when it's covered with snow and it's cold. Nobody wants to go look for land. So we probably won't see that really increase until, I mean, people will jump in to buy before spring because they want to get their well in and they want to get on the list. So I'm guessing in February, we are going to see lands.
I agree with that. I think the big thing and key to remember on the selling side, if you have land that you're thinking about selling, doesn't mean wait until the snow melts. If you have a survey and you're thinking about listing your land, that's great information that buyers love to show. I think the other thing that is key is making sure that you have a marketing package that includes drone footage and really great photos. And it's just worth mentioning that we have snow boots and
we have a drone.
We have a drone, and we are very happy to go out and walk the property and figure out exactly where those lines are, where those borders are, and some of the things, because we will see buyers from out of our area, out of town, out of state, calling up saying, hey, is this land a good buy? They're not going to be able to come walk it and see it before they purchase it. And so the more information that you can provide to buyers as a seller is super important this spring, I feel like.
Yes.
Because we have not seen a bunch of snow. It started to snow, and from everything I hear, we're going to have a late spring.
That's a good point.
So just things to keep in mind.
Yep, don't wait too long.
Yes, don't wait.
In regards to land, so our average days on market, it's moving slow. So our average days on market is quite high. It's at 192. And that includes 3 new listings for the month of December, and only 3 were under contract by the end of the month. So we will see still some sell January, February timeframe because those 3 are still in that pending spot.
And again, any properties in our area that are pending could fall out. So it's important to kind of watch that, where we are not seeing a large amount of sales per month. We're in that 3-4 range, kind of on average. It's important to kind of stay up to date with what's happening because those could fall out of escrow for some reason and be back on the market.
Now keep in mind with all these numbers, if you're thinking about buying, it is important to point out that most people are not paying full price for the property or land. Right now for December, land was at 94% for the list price versus sales price, and homes were actually at 92%. That's an 8% discount. That's a big deal when you're talking about a $300,000, $500,000 home.
It literally is tens of thousands of dollars of savings. So,
which could mean a couple $100s off your mortgage.
And ultimately that just means it's a great time to buy right now. Plus interest rates have dropped and properties have been sitting on the market a little longer in our area due to interest rates and the weather, like we were talking about earlier. And that gives buyers a little more leverage. Plus, remember, if the interest rates drop any more, we might just be seeing ourselves back in a multiple offer scenario. So if you have been sitting on the back burner and kind of waiting to see what's going to happen, this is a great opportunity to purchase something, especially if you've had your eye on it, and not wait until we have that competitive multiple offer scenario with those other cash buyers that,
Oh yeah, because prices are just going to increase if that happens.
yeah.
They'll just steadily go up and then you're in the same situation again.
If you're a buyer and you have not gotten pre-qualified, now's a great time. It's part of a process. You kind of got to start somewhere, and they'll pre-qualify you and lock in your rate for a certain amount of time talking to a lender. It's good to start now so that you're not caught off guard when you do find something you want in the next few weeks or even few months.
Now for sellers, like we said, if you're thinking about selling, now's a great time to list.
Mhm.
I mean, people get hesitant because they're like, oh, it's winter, nobody's gonna come and look. And yeah, we are in a smaller buyer pool, but we're less inventory.
Correct.
So your listing gets more traction.
Yep. And when it's cold, what do? They sit inside, scroll on their phones, scroll on the internet, and they are watching all the inventory that we have in our market going, you know, as soon as it warms up or if we see a good deal, like we're gonna head up to Salmon, Idaho, Lemhi County, and check properties out. So I've had several buyers that have been watching the last couple months, and they're ready to rock and roll and get up here, and they're just waiting for your house to be on the market.
And we've got some great tools for those people that are coming in from out of town. We have the ability to do 3D home tours.
Yes.
And we've got some video processes that we have in place that can do videos of the interior of your home. We've got the drone for the property tours.
And we do video walkthroughs for buyers all the time. So if you can't get up here, but you see something online that you like, give us a call. Again, all of our contact info and stuff's down below, and we would love to help you. Just because you can't be right here walking through with your own eyes, like we're here to help you.
Yeah, doesn't mean you have to wait.
Yep. Again, if you like what you see, like this video, please subscribe to our channel down below for more info right here in Lemhi County, and follow us on our socials, Facebook and Instagram.
Just look for Heart of Idaho Living. And thanks for watching.
Bye.